Hey guys, Dwayne here. Thought it was about time for a new project. Today we're going to use PVC pipe and make a pair of homemade nunchucks. Alright, this is going to be fun. Okay, I chose a 3/4 inch PVC. It is pretty darn close to the size of my wooden nunchucks. Alright. So I'm kind of going by this for the design. These are actually 14 inches, and that is a good size for me. But I'm gonna make my PVC nunchucks 12 inches because they'll be a little quicker, a little lighter. And here's the thing: PVC is usually sold in 10-foot lengths. I didn't really want to buy 10 feet. That would be great if you're going to make more than one pair, but my Home Depot near my house sells 2-foot pieces of PVC pipe for $1.24. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm making 12-inch nunchucks, and 12 inches is kind of the standard. If you're really tall, you might want to go with 14-inch. And then use them for a while, and if they feel too long, you can always shorten them. You could always shorten the pipe by 1 inch or 2 until you get it just right. Alright, anyway, so I'm making a pair of 12-inch nunchucks. So here we go. Okay, first few things we're going to need: tape measure, Sharpie, your pipe, and hacksaw. If you work with PVC a lot, I recommend getting a PVC cutter. It's a handheld device, and it works really slick. They're like $10 or $15, but if you don't have one, that's cool. Hacksaw works just fine. All right. So I know my pipe is 24 inches. So I'm going to mark 12 inches and cut it in half. Right there. All right, mission accomplished. Now I have two 12-inch pipes. All right. When you cut PVC with a hacksaw, you're gonna end up with a really crumbly mess. Just brush it up with either sandpaper or a file or both. Or if you really want to do it quick, you can use a bench grinder. Helps if you have a fairly new fine grit stone on it. Yeah, that's what I did. I use my bench grinder a lot, and I'm on my second fine grit stone. Anyway, so got two nunchucks. Now we're going to put them together with rope. But first, I've been studying these wooden nunchucks and taking a look at how they're strung together. It is pretty darn neat. 2 holes go all the way through, and then a hole goes down this way. All right, these obviously they're pipes, so the down hole is taken care of. I'm going to drill holes through the sides all the way through on one end of each pipe, and then we'll figure out how to string the rope. All right. You can use paracord or any type of nylon rope will work. All right. This will withstand over 100 pounds as it is. Paracord is 550. I don't know which is better, but I'm going to look and see what I have, and then I'll decide what I'm going to use. All right, because I'm not going back to the store for rope. I have plenty here. Anyway, so I'm going to measure down 1 inch and 2 inches for my holes. 1 inch, 2 inch. Seems about right. These are a little farther down and farther apart, but I think 1 inch will be fine. All right. So I think I'll go from this end, 1 inch, 2 inches, and on this one, 1 inch, 2 inches. Now to make a pilot hole, so the drill bit doesn't skip around on the pipe. You know what I mean. You could use an awl, or you could use a very small drill bit. I'm going to use the awl from my Swiss Army knife. For one thing, it's really sharp, and for another thing, I hardly ever use it, so I'm using it today. See if I can zoom in. There we go. There's one. All right, I changed my mind. I am still going to use a very small drill bit for a pilot hole because this this PVC is tougher than I thought. All right. All right. Pilot holes are drilled all the way through. When you do this, you want to try and get them as straight as possible and make sure they go all the way through. All right. And next step, I'm going to use a 13/64 drill bit. I've decided to use black paracord because I think it'll look cool. And in the springtime, I might paint these either black or red, and the black paracord will look good, and I've got a lot of it. All right, so the 13/64 drill bit is just a little bit bigger than the paracord. It'll make it easy to thread through the holes. All right, so I'm gonna go back out to the workbench, drill out the holes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to string them up. Okay, mission accomplished. I have drilled the bigger holes with 13/64 inch drill bit. You can use a little bigger one or a little smaller one, whatever you have if you don't have that size, but this size is really good for feeding the paracord through. Yeah, pretty easy to feed it through even with the melted tips. All right, so let's string these up, and then we can play with them. Okay, I'm not sure how much paracord I'm going to need, so I cut a piece a little more than 2 feet long, and I'll just cut off the excess. All right, so hope that's a little clearer. I will zoom in so you can hopefully see what I'm doing. I'm going to feed it through the inside and come out the top hole, and then go back in the bottom hole all the way through. All right. And then through the top hole on that side, and back up through the outside, like that. Okay? Pretty good, right? All right. Then on this one, I'm going to do the same. Go in, inside the pipe, and out through the top hole. And then in the bottom hole and all the way through. All right. And then through the top hole on this side and back out. It's a little bit tricky, but just keep working with it. You'll get it. There. All right. So at this point, it should look like this. Now, I'm going to tie a knot here. Looks like 2 feet was just about perfect. I'm not going to have to waste any. All right. There's a square knot, very strong knot. Pull it as tight as you can. Don't worry, you're not going to break paracord with your bare hands. Okay, now I'm going to push it down into this pipe to hide the knot. All right. And so I've got to adjust all these to make it come out even. And the knot's not completely hidden. But what are you going to do? Just stuff it in there. Use a Sharpie if you have to. There. There we go. There we go. All done. Easy squeezy. 3/4 inch PVC nunchucks. Yeah, that's probably it's a little bit too long. If it goes over the back of your hand and the nunchucks dangle straight down, you're good. This could be probably a 1/2 inch shorter, but it's good. It's good. 2 feet was just about perfect. All right, so let's give them a spin.